Hello and welcome back to COVID Conversations. Today we are covering the last two of our top 10 mind-body strategies for dealing with the anxiety and stress related to COVID-19.
Number 9 is get and maintain a routine. I think we've probably alluded to this throughout our previous 8 strategies, but routines are so important for predictability. We have routines for our kids, for bedtime, and for how they move through their day, and they're just important for us because our brain likes predictability. And in this time when not much is predictable, our brain will gravitate toward what's predictable. It will gravitate toward that routine like a groove in a record. It likes to have that. Now, in this routine, I think it's important to understand that it doesn't have to be the same pre-COVID routine or even the routine that you had when COVID first started, because things change and the way that we are living with the stress of COVID, with multitasking with work and perhaps kids and figuring out when to talk to family, all of that changes. So I want you to have a routine, but I want you to be flexible, and that if your routine isn't working for you, give yourself permission to change it up. And this isn't just a militant routine that's for work and chores and things like that. We want you to schedule enjoyable things. We want you to schedule downtime and breaks and time for exercise, socializing, and a regular time to get up and to go to bed too. And Robin's going to talk some more importance of that in just a minute. But I think I want to just drive home the point that having a routine is helpful. It doesn't have to be an all or nothing thing. And if you don't follow it exactly, that's okay. But remember that we're working with what our brain likes, with what our natural inclinations are. So the more that we can stick with that type of thing, the less stress and anxiety that we'll feel.
Mm-hmm. And to just sort of round this top 10 out with what we see as probably the foundation to all of these other strategies that we've been talking about in the 1 through 9 categories here, sleep. So Callie and I talk with, I would guess it's not an over-exaggeration to say every single one of our clients individually about the importance of sleep. And it is so fascinating how much people struggle with sleep for a variety of different reasons. Certainly pre-COVID, busyness, lack of downtime, and other sort of general lifestyle factors were common around interfering with sleep. Now that we're in this COVID thing, the lack of routine that people are having, the lack of sort of getting out into the world and lack of movement, lack of exposure to daylight, lots more anxiety, weird COVID dreams that people are reporting, all of those factors increase the problems that people are having with sleep. I read recently that insomnia has reached an all-time high as a Google question. And we know that people's anxiety is just off the charts, and that is really contributing to sleep problems. So there are so many things though we can do, behaviors we can do, cognitive interventions we can do for ourselves to help improve our sleep. We don't want you to get caught in the idea that sleep is just something that you struggle with or just the way it's always going to be. So we really hope that you will do some basic sleep hygiene, like avoiding caffeine after noon, which I know is challenging as I sit here just about approaching noon with my last cup of coffee of the day. And also really trying to cut down on how much screen use we use, whether that's TV, phones, tablets. And again, as I sit here with my phone right next to me and on a computer, I know that the pull to be on these devices is strong. If you have kids in the house and they go to bed late, then the drive is to sort of disappear into a television show or into your social media right before bed. But those are all factors that do contribute more and more to sleep interference. And worse, when we don't have any sort of predictable bedtime routine, your body will actually develop one for you. So if you find yourself falling asleep on the couch night after night after night, that's your body actually pulling you into a nighttime routine. The problem is that it may not be one that is the most healthy for you or the one that makes you feel the best in the morning. So if we can just take small steps to help you make little adjustments in your bedtime routine and in your sleep cycle, it will pay off in the long run. And when I say small changes, I really want to drive that home. Micro changes around sleep matter. So for example, if you're not falling asleep until 2 a.m. most nights, even just trying to aim for a bedtime of 1:30, that small shift can make a difference. Or another example I love to give is if you find yourself sort of falling asleep on the couch at, I don't know, midnight, and you think, oh, I should get up and go to bed, but I still have to brush my teeth and wash my face. I've seen a lot of success for people when they simply take those two activities, whether it's, putting on pajamas or taking medication or brushing teeth and washing face, when they simply move those earlier in the evening and basically sort of eliminate that as a barrier to getting off the couch and going to bed later. So maybe right after dinner, you wash your face, brush your teeth, get into your pajamas and take your meds. And then when you're falling asleep on the couch at 11:30 or midnight, and you think, oh, I should go to bed, you can a little more easily convince your brain that it's okay to do that, because you just have to basically get up and stumble into the bedroom instead of sort of waking yourself back up with all those routines. So just little changes like that can have a really important ripple effect down the line in terms of improving your sleep. And we cannot stress enough how important the sleep piece of this puzzle is. Kelly and I, as sort of a testament to how important we think this is, we spent a lot of time and many, many hours developing a program called the Deep Sleep Kit, which is available for you to look at on our Healthy Change School website. And maybe, Kelly, do you want to just talk about that a little bit?
Sure, absolutely. When Robin and I were thinking about how we could help more people, as she mentioned, we talk about sleep with nearly everyone. So sleep definitely came to the top of our minds. And so we took many of the tools that we use with our clients, as well as cognitive behavioral informed treatment for insomnia and various sleep issues. And we put it into a really, I think, easy to access package that's really practical. So we give you the science about why sleep is important, but then we help you apply it to your life. So for example, you'll take a quiz to figure out which sleep issues are likely troubling you the most. And then from there, you can choose which modules you want to look at, which things feel most important to you. And then after you go through that, at the very end, we'll walk you through creating your own deep sleep master plan. And this is something just like the routine that can be flexible, but it's something that really gives you a place to start so that you have some concrete little action steps to take toward developing a better sleep routine and getting better sleep at night.
And I think the idea of having a plan really matters here, because I think all of us know we should be doing X or we should be doing Y to improve our sleep, but it just feels like sort of confetti, like information confetti. It's too confusing. There's too much floating around. Yep. And with all that's going on right now, it's so hard to sort of grab the most reasonable pieces of the puzzle that work for you and start doing them. And that's really our hope with this Deep Sleep Kit, that we can help you do that. We can help you hone in on a couple things to take and apply right now in your life tonight, and get you closer to having better sleep. So you can check that out on our website. It's the Healthy Change School, and we are linked to that in our YouTube website here. So if you have any questions, you can also go to our websites as well. So DC Health Psychology and Kelly Donahue, PhD.com, right?
Yep, you got it.
Okay.
Yep.